Will Klein, the beloved son of Dr. Arnold and Bill Klein from the little couple, has shared some joyful news. He's now married to his longtime secret girlfriend, Tori. The love story between Will and Tori is one filled with warmth, quiet moments, and a deep connection that blossomed away from the public eye. If you've followed the little couple, you'll remember Will as the sweet, adventurous boy with a bright smile and fearless heart. He grew up on camera alongside his parents and younger sister, Zoe, capturing hearts from the very beginning. But what fans didn't know was that behind the scenes, Will was quietly falling in love. Will met Tori at a friend's birthday party. It wasn't a glamorous event, just a small gathering. But from the moment they started talking, they clicked. Tori was immediately drawn to Will's energy and warmth, and the hours flew by as they talked and laughed together. That evening marked the start of something truly special. As their relationship developed, Will and Tori made a choice to keep it private. There were no public appearances, no photos online, just the two of them cherishing their time together. They'd meet up for coffee in quiet spots, go for long drives, and talk for hours. It wasn't always easy, especially with Will being in the public eye, but they both knew it was worth it. Will explained that keeping the relationship private was never about hiding, it was about protecting something deeply personal. He wanted time to understand what they had together before sharing it with the world. And during that year of quiet love, their bond only grew stronger. Tori became Will's biggest supporter, someone who understood his world and loved him for exactly who he was. Will brought light and laughter into Tori's life, and it didn't take long for them to realize this was more than just young love, it was the real thing. On their one-year anniversary, Will planned a surprise proposal. He chose a peaceful corner of their favorite park, a spot where they had spent many evenings together. With help from friends, he decorated it with lights and flowers. On a crisp autumn evening, he brought Tori there for what she thought was a casual walk. Then, Will got down on one knee. He told her how much she meant to him, how she had changed his life, and how he wanted to spend forever with her. Tori was completely stunned. She knew he loved her, but hearing those words in that moment was overwhelming. With tears of joy, she said yes, over and over again. They shared the news with Will's family first. Dr. Arnold said she cried harder than she did at her own wedding. She and Bill had always hoped Will would find someone who loved him unconditionally, and they were overjoyed that he had found that in Tori. Zoe was thrilled too. She loved Tori right away and couldn't wait to be part of the wedding. With love and support from their family, Will and Tori began planning their special day. They wanted a celebration that reflected who they were, simple, joyful, and full of love. Every detail mattered to them, from the flowers to the cake. Will even helped choose the flowers and insisted on tasting every cake flavor. After months of planning, the big day arrived. They chose an outdoor garden venue filled with wildflowers and old oak trees. The setting was peaceful and romantic, just like their relationship. On a sunny spring afternoon, surrounded by close friends and family, Will and Tori said I do. Their wedding was a beautiful celebration of not just their love, but the love of a family that had always believed in happy endings. For Will and Tori, it was the beginning of a new chapter, one built on quiet strength, laughter, and a bond that only grew stronger in the moments no one else could see. The air was full of excitement, and every detail, from the floral arch to the handwritten place cards, showed how much love had been poured into this special day. As Tori appeared, Will's breath caught. She looked radiant, her dress shimmering in the sunlight, her smile brighter than ever. In that moment, all the secrecy and waiting faded away. It was finally their moment. Will spoke from the heart. Tori, you're my everything. You've seen me at my best and at my worst, and you've loved me through it all. I promise to be your partner, your cheerleader, and your home for as long as I live. Tori replied, Will, you've shown me what love really means. You're my safe place, my adventure, my heart. I promise to stand by you, to laugh with you, and to love you with everything I am, forever. With a kiss, Will and Tori became husband and wife. Applause erupted from the garden as the couple walked back down the aisle hand in hand, ready to begin a new chapter. The reception that followed was a true celebration of love. Friends shared heartfelt stories, family members offered toasts to the future, and Will and Tori danced like no one was watching. It was a night to remember, an ending and a beginning all in one. Their story, from a quiet romance to a joyful wedding, reminds us that love can grow in silence, that family brings the deepest happiness, and that the best things are often worth the wait. In more recent news, Will Klein celebrated his 13th birthday with a special trip to New York City's Chinatown. Longtime fans of the little couple were touched to see the adorable adoptee, now a teenager, honoring his Chinese heritage with his family. His parents surprised him with a family dinner and shared moments from the trip online. His sister, Zoe, brought gifts, and everyone enjoyed a meaningful celebration together. Last year, Bill Klein had some difficulty getting around New York due to back problems, but this visit was full of joy. Will has grown noticeably, taller than before, and more independent. However, like many teens, he's had some bumps along the way. He ran into trouble with his parents after posting unsupervised TikTok videos that raised some concerns due to their content. Bill and Jen Arnold addressed the issue by talking with him about online responsibility. Since then, things have settled, and the family continues to make happy memories. Jen Arnold has been regularly updating fans through social media. While the little couple will not be returning to TLC, Jen shares glimpses of their life in Boston, where the family has adjusted well to a new lifestyle and climate. Will and Zoe enjoy playing in the snow, and their pets often join in the fun. Jen recently posted a heartwarming slideshow of the family exploring Chinatown and playing outside in the winter. Fans commented on how much the kids have grown and how much they miss the show. Despite the light-hearted family moments, there was a bit of controversy recently when Will was seen making an inappropriate hand gesture in a photo from his first NFL game. Jen may not have realized the meaning of the gesture, but it drew attention online. Will, now active on TikTok and Instagram, has gained a significant following. While many fans love seeing him express himself and show off his fashion sense, others have reminded that he's still a teenager navigating his way through growing up. Jen acknowledged how difficult it can be to keep up with social media trends and said they are doing their best as parents. It's clear that Will is growing into a bright, independent young man, and even with a few missteps, his family is there to guide and support him every step of the way. Fans continue to express love and support for the Klein family, hoping for an update special or more glimpses into their lives in the future. Bill Klein recently got emotional thinking about Will and Zoe. Fans who watched the little couple as Will and Zoe Klein grew up on reality TV remember those years fondly. Unlike many reality shows, this one had very little drama, which may be part of the reason it was eventually cancelled by TLC. During the pandemic, Bill homeschooled the kids while staying at home. Many viewers hoped the family would return to TV once things settled down, but that hasn't happened. Now, fans rely on social media updates from Jen Arnold and sometimes Bill. Will and Zoe have grown a lot. Will is active in school, now taller than his mom, and recently became manager of his football team after learning about leadership. Their parents clearly adore them, and fans love seeing how they've grown. Bill recently shared touching photos on Instagram, showing Zoe and Will both now and as younger children. He captioned one post, "Happy National Adoption Day. Significantly improved my life in ways I could never explain. I'm thankful that Jen and I have been able to be their parents every single day. I'm excited to see where and what they'll do." Fans were moved by the post. Many commented about how much the children have grown and shared their memories of watching their adoption journeys. One fan wrote, "I'll never forget how Zoe sobbed on Gacha Day. She didn't know yet she was going home with amazing parents." Another added, "With Jen's cancer diagnosis, I remember seeing you pick up Will and Zoe. What a strong family you are." Though the family has been off TV, they haven't disappeared completely. Jen and Bill moved from Houston, Texas, to St. Petersburg, Florida, where the family enjoyed life for several years before eventually relocating to Boston. Will adapted quickly to his new environment. He's into sports, especially football and lacrosse, and is growing fast, now almost as tall as his dad and already taller than Jen. This past weekend, Jen posted new photos of Will on Instagram. She had caught a glimpse of him entering his room and quickly snapped a few pictures. He posed in a blue fleece vest, black boots, black pants, and a checkered shirt. Jen captioned the photo, "I saw you all decked out in Will Klein 63. Fans loved it. One commented, "He still reminds me of the little guy who said, 'Mummy cake.' He's so confident now." Another added, "He was such a sweet baby boy. Now he's so grown up, it's hard to believe."